Chuck on the North Shore. You're on Winning at Life with Gregory Ricks. How can we help you, Chuck?
Yeah, I just have a question. You talk about oil stocks, and I've been dabbling back and forth with the stock for maybe 5, maybe 8 years, And I gave him the name, and it's Suncor, which is Canadian oil stock, and I've always been interested in it. And I used to do day trading a long time ago, but I quit doing that. So I consider myself as a month trader now. I kind of watch it, but I don't do this stuff where you go in and out every day. But of course, it's gone up a lot. It had gotten down to about 9.5 at its low point. Its high point a couple of years ago was at 45, and now it's floating around 24. So I don't know if you have any input on that, or if you can look at your points and give me any opinions on it.
It got back. It was down to, it looked like it had dropped and traded below 10 briefly back early November of last year. Is that about where you were saying?
Right, about 9.5, exactly.
Yeah. And it closed today up 2.45% at $25.11. I'm looking that it kind of created a buy signal back in December, and it's had a nice move up here the past few days. There, remember, everything doesn't go straight up. It actually gapped up the other day, or maybe that was yesterday, but a nice move up, and looks to it looks favorable to climb up. I don't see it in a buy position. There was a buy opportunity back in mid-April from the way I look at stocks there.
I understand.
So what were you looking for?
I like about Suncor, well, I'm just trying to get your opinion on it, because I can sell it now for a profit, but a lot of times you sell things and 6 months later you go, why the heck did I sell it? Because it's gone up another 30%. But the advantage of Canada is, first of all, there's a lot of concern about the green movement, how that's going to affect oil in the United States. Of course, Canada's green too, but that's already kind of been absorbed by the stock because it was there. The second thing is they run the oil business at every level. They drill, they produce, and I think they even own their own, for no better term, gas stations. So
they're up,
they're working
mid,
it all
and
the
down.
way down.
They're up, mid, and down, right? So
correct.
They're all over it. I think potentially oil prices can continue to move up. OPEC's going to continue that, but you've got a lot of folks here that if it gets profitable, they'll start drilling, even though we're kind of this green country for a few years. If you look around, I think electric cars impact about 2% of cars, and nobody ever talks about the fossil fuels it takes to mine for the batteries and to build cars. And I don't see those cars being transported on electric trucks. You see where I'm getting at. They don't have electric semis taking these electric cars for deliveries or to dealers and so forth there. And I can see a shift coming, because this has started. It's not going to end, but this isn't. You look around, I don't see electric jet aircraft flying. That's, we get into physics. It's not possible.
Yeah, no time soon.
No time soon, but there's a transition, and if anything, we're not going to use up the Earth's oil in 100 years now. It's probably going to last longer with this. So that's just my thoughts there. And oil is going to move up, and you're going to have more production created, and companies like Suncor is benefiting from the move up, which it tells from all their angles being there, up, mid, and down. They're making money out there. With that said, you have to make a decision, and that's where, if you're trying to lock in stop, you've done some trading, you could lock in some stops there as this moves up. And you can always look back and, gosh, I should have held it. Well, what about that hedge fund that sold AMC? They got about
You should tell me.
300.
I wish you would tell me about that. Could you tell me about that yesterday, please?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, there's
Thank
always
you, Chuck.
there's always that look back. Thanks for the call, Chuck.
Yeah, of
Thanks,
course.
Chuck.